This is it, bowling fans. This is it. From a sold-out Steel City Bowl and Brews in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, the final show is here of the 2024 PBA Tour Finals. We started with 8 of the world's best bowlers in points over the last 2 seasons. We are down to 2 in our race to 2 championship match. Here we go. Marshall Kent, the last 2 seasons, head-to-head with Anthony Simonsen. It's a race to 2 championship match. Dave Ryan, Randy Peterson, the Hall of Famer, back here in the Lehigh Valley in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Yesterday we started, and here we are. We had 8 great bowlers, 8 hours of coverage, the 8th PBA Tour Finals, and we're down to 1 hour. Are you ready to crown a champion, Randy?
Yeah, man, this has been pretty exciting stuff. And heading into this finals, you've got a player in Marshall Kent whose confidence level is at an all-time high. And it better be, because he's taken on arguably the most talented player on the PBA Tour in Simonsen.
What a head-to-head matchup. How do we get to this point? Gold TV highlights, Randy, to recap our first 2 shows today.
O'Neill just kind of faltered towards the end of his match with Marshall Kent. It goes to a roll-off, and it was all Kent. Look at that loft on that left land. We saw that late in our last match with Simonsen and Belmonte, and then here he is to seal the deal.
So Marshall Kent wins Group 1. Waited through the second show. He was the top seed. Belmo Randy was the Group 2 top seed. This was a thriller with Simonsen that ended a moment ago.
Yeah, and the one thing you can't do in a 9th and 10th frame roll-off, right, is an open frame. And that's exactly what happened. Simonsen saw that door wide open. He slammed it shut.
Marshall Kent tries for his first ever PBA Tour Finals title. Simonsen, his second. We can't wait. Championship show underway here on CBS Sports Network. After the break, we'll crown a PBA Tour champion tonight. One more show from Bethlehem, PA. PBA Tour Finals championship match. Simonsen, Kent, head-to-head. Crowd is ready. We are ready. And the bowlers are ready. Let's check the wheel patterns here, Randy.
All right. Well, both players on that right lane, that Marshall Holman shorter pattern, they're going to go straight with urethane. And on the Johnny Petraglia at 46 feet, they're going to get in and hook it. Reactive resin on the left lane, urethane on the right. And I don't think that's going to change. Not enough games, only 2 games. I think both players are going to do the same exact thing.
All right, see how it unfolds. Good breakdown.
Fresh oil pattern. We oiled in between our last show and this show, so race to 2, and if it's
you guys have been loud for 8 hours. You don't have another hour in you?
That's great.
Good job, Simon. Get the crowd going here. Underway, championship match race to 2. Come on! All right, 8-pin down. Trick 8. Simon coming off the thrilling win over Belmonte.
That was a good couple arrows right of where he finished just the last game that we watched with Belmonte, and that's the fresh oil. And just like I mentioned earlier, there's urethane for Marshall Kent on the right lane. And that's been the theme throughout the Tour Finals.
Here's Kent.
Up the gut.
Pipes it.
Kent's going to dent those pins.
The signs have been great here this week.
The fans have been great.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Tailgating.
I can't believe that they still have any energy left. They've been going at it for 18 and a half hours now, or however long it's been.
Race 2 format. It's been a while.
Dave, you're tuned out already. You're like, man, I've had enough.
Just checking your math.
Well, they were out tailgating.
Wow. Great shot there for Kent left lane. Yeah, about 8 a.m. this morning. In the parking lot tailgating, a lot of cornhole going on. barbecuing, a lot of fun. As the fans were online. Tries to keep us perfect to begin the match. Does just that, trip 10 pin. Second overall seed versus the 5th overall seed in the championship tilt. Simonsen took down two-time winner in this event, Jason Belmonte, to get this far. Championship match. Nice. Five for five between our two great stars to begin the match. First show of 3 on CBS Sports Network today. Kent knocked off O'Neal to get this far. Wants his first 3 as well. Right lane, right at the pocket. Tattoos it. Shrapnel in the pit. What a shot from Marshall Kent.
Again, right up the gut with the urethane, right around second arrow. Pretty straight for both players. Take a look at his arsenal. I believe that's his stealth.
Looking for the front. Almost up across the deck, the messenger just behind the 10 pin.
Black pearl urethane on the right lane for Marshall and a stealth on the left lane, I do believe. If I'm wrong, somebody send me a text. Simonsen with IQ Tour 78U on the right lane, Attention Star on the left lane.
Fans calling for the front 4. Flag 10, not going to get it.
That was rude. All right, so I got the confirmation from my good buddy Mike Sinek saying that is in fact what Marshall is using. Thanks, Mikey.
Nice bear after the first 3 for each
Have
here,
a re-rack,
game
please.
1. And he wants a re-rack here. Get 2 per game. He missed the race to 2.
Both players starting with 3 strikes each and then a 10 pin each.
Simonsen, another re-rack. Nice. Well, I want to congratulate the Lehigh Mountain Hawk men's lacrosse team and first-year head coach Will Scudder right here in Bethlehem. They won the Patriot League tournament this year. Beat BU in the championship game en route to the NCAA tournament. Lost a close one to Hopkins in the first round of the big dance, but congrats to Lehigh And thanks to Coach Scudder for some great dinner recommendations this week. It's been fantastic. He's batting 1,000. Thanks, Coach. 6-pin there. We cover the Patriot Living Cross tournament every year on CBS Sports Networks.
It would have been a better story if you told me he actually bought you dinner.
That's the next step.
First shot that does not hit the pocket is owned by Marshall Kent. Whoops. All right.
He's all right. 6-pin. Plenty of gas on that one. First three, then 9-spare, 9-spare. Down by 1 to the 6th. TOC and Illinois Classic Championships. Big season for Kent. 4-pin.
Third arrow, just running a pinch high in that left lane for Marshall. You know, I just kind of feel like you can't give Simonsen any breathing room. He's just too good, too crafty. He's not afraid to take chances. I think it's got to be constant pressure and heat applied to Simonsen to have a chance to beat him.
Has the single pin spare conversion, but Simonsen has a 2-pin lead halfway home. Game 1. Race to 2 for the PBA Tour Finals here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. More on the way. Championship show here, PBA Tour Finals. Place is still rocking. Coming up next, gear up for some summertime gridiron play as the BC Lions take on the Toronto Argonauts. Keep it here for the CFL on CBS Sports Network. Pro football coming your way north of the border. Simonsen by 2 here, Randy.
Argonauts has to be the best.
Team nickname?
The best team name in the CFL. Although they do have a couple of really good. Stampeders.
Some good ones.
Yeah.
Calgary.
Yeah.
Simonsen up 12. Trip 10-pin out of the commercial break. Looks good.
Great shot out of the commercial break for Simonsen to double up and, like you mentioned, take that 12-pin advantage heading into frame 7. Can increase it to 22 with another strike here on the unpredictable left lane.
Numbers on TV for Simonsen. Oh, my. That could have been all kinds of trouble. Never lost the big 4, Randy.
We talked earlier about Simonsen and catching a break here and there, right? Well, that was one right there. And that
happy meeting.
That takes it to 22. And what a nice break for Simonsen. And of course he shows his appreciation.
He knows it. We made that point early in our first broadcast. Get some breaks. He's going to be tough to beat. Numbers for Kent under the bright lights. Turkey for Simonsen. Marshall works on a snare. Wow, finds the groove. 60 feet to success for Kent. Rushes the 1-3 pocket. Third all-time TV meeting between these two superstars. Simon beat Kent. 3-2 step ladder in this event in 2019 in Vegas. And of course, Marshall beat Simonsen this year. Title match of the TOC to win his first career major. On the bench, bringing 10-pin for Simonsen. Clinched it. Left lane for Marsh. Okay. Brooklyn strike. Next stop, Brownsburg.
Looks a little bit like Paul McCartney.
CBS Sports recognizes Pride Month. Now is the chance to reflect, empower, unite, and celebrate the strength and resilience of the LGBTQ+ community.
Well, another Brooklyn for Marshall Kent. Bill O'Neill saw a couple of those against him.
For a 4-bagger and a 22-pin lead. Of course, God, ring a 10-pin. Wow.
Of course, that always happens right after you get an ice break on the left lane, tripping out the 4, and then your opponent goes Brooklyn.
And are you thinking about that? Is Simonsen pondering that right now?
I mean, I think all of us players would feel the same way, right? It's like, oh, that figures. Maybe some are just so focused that it doesn't even bother them, but maybe he doesn't think about it right after that shot, but after this shot and he sits down, he's probably going to, oh, that was fair. Yeah, I peer it and I give a 10-pin. He goes Brooklyn, and now this match is really close.
Saw the max numbers there. Close indeed.
58-57. It's a big one here for Simonsen to set up the 10th frame.
Foundation frame.
Yeah. That might cost me a fine. Might.
I wonder why that would cost him a fine. What did he do?
Might have said something. Ring a 10-pin. I don't know. You got this, champ. Got it. He wasn't sure for a second.
Two really nice shots by Simonsen, but here's the deal. Marshall Kent strike in the 9th and 2 in the 10th. He'll grab game 1.
That's for 3 straight to tie it. And then as Randy pointed out, be up to Marshall to wrap it up. Big shot. Double 1-2-8 instead.
That was wide. That was a bad shot. Way too far to the right.
Cover.
Yeah, good cover.
Great finish here. Game 1, race to 2. Championship match in Bethlehem. First 3 for each. Samo had the turkey as well until the 9 spare in the 8th. Left lane. Oh, right through the nose.
Like that one too.
3-6, 9-10.
Yeah, I don't like what he's trying to do on that lane. He's trying to go way too straight and trying to trap it on a lane where you should have some angle, the way Simonsen's playing.
And the 9 stands. Disastrous finish in the 10th for Marshall. Finishes with a 2-10. Simonsen steps up to the 10th to wrap it up.
And that's a wrap.
Which he does. He's clinched game one here in the race to 2.
Probably not going to, but just
The Just Right strike. Brought to you by Just Bear, the mindful choice for high-quality protein with no antibiotics ever. Just Right, Just Bear. Clincher for Simonsen.
Takes a look at the reactive ball after it's wrapped up. And now, does he go back to the urethane, or does he give this one more look? Nope, looks like urethane. I wonder which one he's going to go with in game 2. Interesting.
We're about to find out. 246-210, game 1 race to 2. Simonsen the lead. Let's take a look at the Go Bowling trivia question. How many televised 300 games have there been at the PBA Tour Finals? There have been a lot. Come close this year, not yet, though, for the 36th all-time in PBA Tour history. The answer's on the way. Back here in Bethlehem, let's take a look at our Go Bowling trivia question. How many televised 300 games have there been at the PBA Tour Finals? There have been a lot. The answer is 5. Monty, a pair, true. Vine Buttrick. Let's take a look. July 2020, Valero Jupiter qualifying round. Jacob Buttrick, 28th all-time televised 300 game in PBA Tour history. Thunderbolt stepped out of semifinals in 2021. Chris Vine knocked off EJ Tackett. Second 300 game for Vine on TV. 32nd all-time televised. Perfect game. June 22. Angel wins. Step ladder semis. Kyle Troop knocked off Chris Prather for perfect game number 33. The pro was awesome that day. And then in 2022, guess who? Jason Belmonte. First game of the championship, which eventually won't be Tom Barrett. The 34th all-time game. Did it again last year in the step ladder semis. Knocked out Chris Prather, 35th, and the last 300 game on TV.
Korean barbecue in Korea. Like,
on the PBA Tour,
I think
Simonsen, Kent, championship match. Simo wins Randy. Game 1 race to 2. Game 2 is on the way. How do you best preview what we're about to see here?
I think Marshall Kent's in trouble. And I think he's in trouble because he's playing the left lane incorrectly. He's trying to go right up the lane. Now he's trying to do it with loft. You have to shape it on that lane. Simonsen's proved it. All the players that have success on that left lane have proved it. You can't play that left lane like Marshall's trying to play it and win.
All right, we're going to find out coming up here in the second game what Marshall Kent's got in mind on that left lane. It's the final of the PBA Tour Finals. Simonsen, Kent on the way. The PBA is proud to have Bowlers to Veterans Link as the official charity of the PBA Tour. And today's PBL Salute to Veterans, we welcome U.S. Marine Corps Corporal Dormel Hartz, who served for 6 years. Thank you for your service. To donate, PBL.org. Great to see Dormel here. And thank you for helping protect our nation's freedom.
Well said, Dave. Well said.
Okay, here we go. Game 2, race to 2. On the left lane. What's he going to do, Randy?
Different ball. Looks like he's going to move left and open the lane up. Yeah, absolutely. Big time.
As you predicted. And wow, that looks fair resident RP.
He had no chance the other way. This is a big move. Different bowling ball, moves way in and just pounds on it. Now it could get interesting. Simon staying with the urethane ball for now.
What a shot. What a shot. Simonsen blitzes the rack. These two off to a great start. Game 2. If we're tied 1-1, we will have a 9th, 10th frame roll off here in Bethlehem. The 1 win for Simo head-to-head with Kent was at this event, but way back in 2019. In Vegas.
They're opening that lane up now.
Every shot, a huge shot for Marshall Kent. Down 1 game to none. Gotta have game 2 for a roll-off. Second frame. Nice shot.
Now he's in business. Again, the right lane's not the issue, right? I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You're going to use your urethane, you pipe it, keep it nice and straight in front of you. It's the left lane. You got to shape it the right way. You got to give up the pocket to the right. If you give it up too much, the ball's not going to come back. If you don't give up enough, it's going to go higher Brooklyn.
Gobble, gobble, the chant for the turkey.
These fans are still out. It's incredible.
It's awesome. All right, see how it goes there. 4-pin this time.
This one had loft to it. Good news for Marshall. He gets the finish on the right lane here in game 2. Look out. All right.
Here you go, bud. Thank you.
Second overall seed from Vegas. Anthony Simonsen, who told us pre-shows life has changed a lot for him. He's now 27. 14 times, he has 5 majors. He started bowling professionally. It was check to check, week to week. Things have changed a lot. Oh, gosh. Nice shot, ringing 10-pin. Marshall's back. Anthony's point, life has slowed down for him. He's very comfortable where he is. Game still at its peak. Such a young guy, 27. He's accomplished so much. He loves the 2 days of TV. Prior champion of this event, as we talked about. Fourth frame. 7-pin.
Starting to bowl enough where I got enough feel. I'm trying to actually fix things. Bowl.
Like a bear rubbing himself up against a tree.
You talk about the start of his career, youngest ever to win a major at 19 years old, 39 days. USBC Masters. Way back in 2019.
Hey, let's see if Jason's got his earpiece in, find out if there's an issue with Marshall Kent's finger. Jason, what's going on with Marshall?
He's got a little cut on the back of his thumb. When he lofts it, he holds onto it a little longer. He caught the one on the left lane, and the back of his thumb opened up a little bit. So we're keeping an eye on it. He should be fine. Patched it up.
All right, thanks, Jason.
No loft, right lane. Perfect shot. That was sweet.
Shaking that hand, though. You got to make sure that that thumb stays dry. Put that cut patch on, that new skin on it, and if it stays dry, you're okay. But you can't afford to have any kind of fluid, any blood leaking through that. That creates a big problem in terms of holding onto the ball at release. On the back side of his thumb, and that's where it drags on the way out.
Okay, there's the loft, left lane, and across the lane. Oh, the Messenger nearly got to the 10 pin. Not quite.
Short pin. Just a pretty good shot here. The Messenger just not in the right spot at the right time to catch the 10, but I actually like that shot. I like what he's doing way better than what he did in game one on that left lane.
He's checking that thumb. First 2 strikes, then 9 spare for Simonsen here in game 2.
One thing Simonsen doesn't have to worry about, right? Thumb issues.
No thumb in it. 5th frame. Good shot, 4 pin.
After starting with a double, it was a 10 pin, a ripper 7, and now 4 pin for Simonsen. Remember, must win for Marshall Kent, as Simonsen took game 1. If they split, we'll go to a 9th and 10th frame roll-off.
Left lane, Simonsen. 248 up. Down 5 here in game 2.
Remember, Simonsen game 1, 246. He left 3 10 pins. That was it for the game. And this is just, to me, it just shows how quickly the lanes can transition. That's a great cover.
Nice spare, Simonsen. Kent's up 5, halfway home game 2. If he wins it, we'll have a 9th, 10th frame roll-off to determine the PBA Tour Finals champ in 2024 from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
The PBA on CBS Sports Network is presented by Go Bowling. For friends and family fun, log on to gobowling.com to find a center near you.
The on-lane graphics you see, including the oil patterns, which are projected on tonight's lanes, courtesy of Clutch Bowling, looking amazing as always.
Wow, it's just so funny hearing you say tonight when we started at 2 o'clock.
Almost 7 in the East. What a day, what a tournament again this year. Year 8 PBA Tour Finals. Out of the break. Kent the lead, works on a spare. 6 frame, right at it. Tap on the 10, down it goes.
Yeah, when you see the ball go up the lane like that one did on that right lane, then it has a chance to strike. Watch this. Just very little head belly at all. And then rips the cord on the 10.
That thumb hurts, though. He was shaking it a second ago.
You know what RX assistant tournament director Harry the Tiger Smith would have said? Spit on it and throw strikes.
You saw the win probability in game 2.
Yeah. It's pure adrenaline now. But he's making great shots on this left lane. And just when it looked like it was going to be a rout, right? Like Simonsen was just dialed in and Marshall wasn't playing the left lane the right way. All of a sudden, look now. Kent with a 15-pin lead. Wow.
Big double out of the break for Kent. 7 for Simonsen, works on a spare.
Now, if that shot doesn't strike for Anthony, I think that's the last time we see the red ball go down the lane.
Yes.
Rev rate, power, pin action.
All right, come on, make some magic happen.
Back in 2016, made history.
Youngest to win 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
It's amazing. To cut it to 5.
Lost that lane.
Looked out of sorts there, the 8-10 split.
I think he moved too far to the left. Marshall may have influenced him a bit, but last 2 shots coming in light, and this time he's really going to pay for it with the 8-10.
Just the 8, not the 10, open frame. And look at that. The lead balloons to 12 pins on the bench for Kent by 12 to 27. And he's got a chance here for the Turkey in a 37-pin lead in the 8th frame. But that thumb hurts.
Will it hold up?
Find out. 8th frame. Nice shot.
Wow, look at him battle.
By 37.
Look at him battle.
The 2024 PBA LBC National Championships are underway. You can still get in on one of the 5 remaining weekends. Registration is open to bowlers of all skill levels and from all centers. A new location outside Chicago with 2 new junior divisions. You can compete in singles as well as optional doubles and team events. Even combine your scores with the pros. Enter today at pba.com/LBC tournament.
See if we can get a peek. Nope, can't see it from that.
Patient frame for the 4-bagger, 47-pin lead. On that left lane, yes, indeed.
Oh my goodness. He just caved in the bucket for a 4-bagger. Wow.
What a shot.
Look at this.
Checking that thumb.
It's the bucket.
It's not anymore.
No, my goodness. Wow.
What a shot.
All right, max score for Simonsen, 212. Right now, Marshall Kent's already in the 230s, so we're going to go to a 9th and 10th frame roll-off.
What a way to finish the 2024 PBA Tour Finals. Fitting.
He's going to look at urethane on this left lane. Wow.
Interesting. That looks pretty good.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Dave. It's just one shot.
I know. Simon won this event 2021 outside Detroit.
What's he going to look at now? Back to reactive. Way in. Now the question is which route to take. Remember early on, game one, Marshall's trying to go real straight on that left lane. He was doing it with reactive resin. Simonsen is doing it with urethane. That's a strike ball there. That's a tester.
We'll practice.
Yep.
Knows this is over. Kent will win game 2 to force us to a 9th, 10th frame roll off. As soon as he finishes up a 10th frame to make it official. Starts the 10th with a Brooklyn strike. That makes it mathematically official. And Marshall Kent has evened this up at 1.
He's hurting. And it's not going to get any better. The only way that kind of thumb injury gets better is by not bowling at all.
Trying to take it easy on that thumb to officially wrap up game 2. 248-200. There's a look at it, Rand.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Anthony Simonsen will begin the roll-off on the left lane.
Yeah. Looks swollen. And there's some skin missing. Typical thumb, though, for a right-hander that uses his thumb.
Race to 2. We are tied. Here we go. 9th, 10th frame roll off. As we saw in the last show, the first shot is critical. He does use that ball on the left lane. What a strike for Simonsen. That's how you start the roll off.
I don't care how much it hurts.
Trying to overcome the pain. Kent. 10 pin stands for him.
The urethane 10. Seen Simonsen leave a few ringing 10s with the urethane on that right lane. This was a flat 10 for Marshall.
Watch out, he missed it.
That's his thumb.
Oh my goodness. With the thumb injury, misses the 10 pin. Disaster in the roll off for Marshall Kent.
He's having trouble just securing his thumb insert into a strike ball.
Marshall trying to become the only bowler on tour in this event to win 3 titles this season. Left lane. Okay.
That's really good. I mean, this is really good. But no matter what he does, he cannot lock Simonsen out. 39 is his max. Simonsen would just need to go spare strike for 40.
Nice finish.
Yeah, that was really good. He got that one into the floor a little bit sooner, and that made the ball react sooner. One more just like it, and then, you know, you pray that Simonsen doesn't strike first ball on the right lane. And if he doesn't, and he covers his spare, still have a chance.
Last shot for Kent.
That makes it a little easier for Simonsen. So Simonsen can get a spare 9 now and win by 1.
The left lane.
.38 the score in the 9/10 frame roll-off. Spare a 9 to win a title for Simonsen. Pin for Simonsen. A spare here, then 9. He'll wrap it up. The all-important 10 pin. Oh, goodness gracious. Just enough of the 10 pin by a whisker. That was close. Nine pins to win his 15th career PBA Tour title and 2nd PBA Tour Finals championship. Comes down to the last shot. Whole weekend of bowling in Bethlehem. For the win, Simonsen has got it. It's a strike, it's a winner for Simo. Sensational in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. He wins the 2024 PBA Tour Finals title.
Pretty good today. Roto Grip Bullet Classic, Bowler X, 3G.
15 titles for Simo. The satisfying moment of the match, sponsored by Snickers. Nothing satisfies like a Snickers. The proprietors, the Saints, give Simonsen the trophy.
Pretty good way to end the season right here, I'd say. Thank you.
Second title of the year for Simonsen. It was a battle with Kent. For those of you tuning into the CFL game between the BC Lions and Toronto Argonauts, you'll be able to find it streaming free on the CBS Sports app or at cbssports.com/CBSSN. As soon as it kicks off, and of course, we'll get you out to that CFL game immediately after we wrap things up. Randy.
Dave, thanks. Anthony, it was pretty exciting there towards the end. What went through your mind when you shot at that 10-pin?
It's a good thing that that's a brand new spare ball, and guys know that I like to hit my spare balls with some surface, so I haven't hit it enough to make it just a little bit smaller, so it's at the right size just to knock it over. Getting the break there, obviously to make the spare, just told myself get up, make a good shot. Did obviously on that fill ball, and fortunate enough to get the win. Little redemption's nice after making a pretty good shot at the TOC. So it's always fun bowling a good friend of mine. Hats off to Marshall for one hell of a year. I'm ready to keep it going on to the next one.
Seemed like there was a lot of navigating going on with these two patterns. How were you able to do that?
Yeah, so I think when we got into this match, this is now the third re-oil of the day on this pair. I might have put a little too much surface on my ball in the left lane. Made it hook a little earlier than I would like to. Thankfully, during my practice session, I tried the urethane ball in the long lane and was just like, I'm going to commit to it. When I talked to the ball rep, it was just kind of a decision. Do I want to make it to where he's got a double on a lane that's not very good for him, or do I want to double on a lane, which I didn't really feel like either lane was very good. But it's just like one good shot on the left lane, and just fortunate enough to do just enough to get the job done.
Congratulations on win number 15.
Thank you.
With our proprietors, Lee and Chris DeZant, the owners of Steel City Bowl and Brews. Congrats to Anthony Simonsen. He wins the 2024 PBA Tour Finals title. And he's part, again, of PBA Tour history. Congratulations to Anthony Simonsen. He wins the 2024 PBA Tour Finals title for the second time in his career. Now for Andy Peterson, Hall of Famer, and the entire group. It's Dave Ryan saying so long from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Thanks for joining us all weekend long for the PBA Tour Finals this year. It's been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Coming up next, we'll take you to CFL action. BC battles Toronto. The man of the moment is Anthony Simonsen.